friends, it's Andrea from Prairie Sky Paper Crafts, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Manitoba. We are creating a kid-friendly birthday card today. I've got this piece of designer series paper, which is from the host pack, I believe, in the June to December mini catalog. It's really sweet. And we are going to be pairing it with the Hippos, which are available just for a few more days till the end of August 2022 with Celebration. And this sentiment from Hello Ladybug. So we are going to jump right on into it. Now I did do a little bit of a dive into my stash and I found a piece of basic black. It has a hole already in it, but it's not going to matter because it's going to be covered up. So I've also got my blends at the ready. We are going to use those to color our hippo. And I've got a piece of crushed curry that we are going to use for our hippo and sentiments, just to kind of frame it a little bit. And of course, our card base. So get everything all lined up and ready to go. I've got a piece of basic white, oops, and some twine wrapped around my finger. For our hippo and for our sentiment. I'm going to do the hippo first, and then we're going to do our sentiment. Now, I am wanting to do sort of a gender neutral, not sort of, I want to do a gender neutral card. So I'm just going to use this little guy, or girl, I don't know. And we're going to stamp it in Memento, because that's what we want to use when we are playing with our blends. Now, of course, a little bit of dog fur there, because what's crafting in a house with pets if you don't have fur everywhere? Oh, that's all right. I got a bit of a smudge on the nose, or the muzzle. I'm not sure what the nose part of a hippo is called, but I'm going to call it a muzzle. I grabbed my markers instead of my blends. There we go. I think I'm going to do gray. We've got smoky slate, and we'll do petal pink, and I think that's good. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of petal pink on the inside of ears first, just to kind of highlight it a little bit, and over the entire muzzle, nose, and belly. I like to do circles when I'm coloring with the blends, just so that the marker lines are a little bit more hidden. And then we'll go over everything with the gray. Smoky, this is dark smoky slate that I'm using today. I'm just going to be careful not to cover eyes, because I want the white to stay showing. Now, if you do make a mistake when you're coloring, you can use the color lifter to go ahead and lighten the area that you made a mistake. It's not going to completely cover the oops, but it does do a pretty good job. Actually, I'm going to switch over to the brush end for this. I like the brush end when I'm doing a larger area, because it's a little bit quicker. I'm going to try to leave the nails white as well. Now, if you wanted to, you could fussy cut the hippos out. There's also coordinating dies, but the dies are sold out, I believe. But these guys are a basic enough shape that fussy cutting takes no time at all. Actually, I might fussy cut. We'll see. See how it turns out. All right. Now I'm going to go back over. So blends let you blend the color. They're alcohol-based markers. So I'm going to go over this again with our petal pink, and it's going to lighten up. Oops. What I've already done. The more you go over it, the lighter it'll get, or if you're using a dark color, the more you go over it, the darker it'll get. All right. Actually, I think I am going to fussy cut this guy, and then I'll just probably grab some dimensionals. So when you're fussy cutting, the best tip that I have is to move the paper, not the scissors. It'll give you, I find, a bit of a cleaner cut, and it also allows you a little bit of a little bit more precision. Now I like to sometimes just do a quick cut to get my basic shape, so I'm not having to deal with a whole great big piece of paper. And then I like to go back to some of the smaller areas after I'm done and do a more finessed cut. Now you can get as close to the line. Oh, I forgot to color his tail. You can get as close to the lines as you want. I like to sometimes leave a little bit of space just to give it a little bit of definition. All right, so we'll go do this little area by his tail. A little bit of a, there we go. Got a little close for my comfort to the tail, but it stayed intact. Quiet on the farm today. I can hear the rooster perfectly. He's just talking up a storm today. I always wonder if you guys can hear what's going on outside on my videos. All right, so there's our hippo guy. Just stick him back in the case. I'll wash my stamp after I'm done. And now we're going to assemble all of our pieces together. So we've already assembled our basic black onto our DSP, sorry, our designer series paper onto our basic black piece. So now we're just going to place this onto the card. And then I think we're going to cut it this way. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller because I do love the star paper. I kind of want to have that be sort of the star of the show. So this is 4.5. So 2 and 2.5, 2.25. 2.25 works. going to grab some dimensionals. I was going to use some minis, but I'll use the big ones today instead. And then we're going to grab May Your Greatest Wish Come True from Hello Ladybug. Plunk this down. Let's see. Do the sentiment on the right. And I'm just going to ink with Memento today. Make sure, whoops, we've got all right, we've got tons of room now. We're going to grab our dimensionals. This is a smallish piece, so I'm just going to do one top-ish, one middle-ish, bottom-ish. There's a lot of ish in my craft room. We're going to stick this guy down. I should have put the adhesive on the back before I put the dimensional on, but it's fine. It all works out. And then we're going to grab our classic matte dots, and I'm going to use, what is this, Dark Daffodil Delight. Yeah, we'll use Daffodil Delight. And I'm just going to color a couple of our white dots to kind of match the theme of the card. I know it's a different shade of yellow, but I think that'll just give it a little bit of added interest as well. The sun is starting to stream into my craft room. It's getting a little warmish. And to color, all you do is just a quick little run around. And it literally only takes a few seconds for the blends to dry. Grab my take your pick. And then we're going to use the putty end. So I like to twist it so that the putty starts to extrude, and then when I just start to see it to come out, I like to twist it back so that it doesn't keep just coming out and coming out. I'm just going to put our little dots kind of all over. Do 3 on our piece, 2 off of our piece, and you could use whatever gems you wanted to. You don't even have to use gems if you don't want to. So this card came together fairly quickly and fairly easily. So kid-friendly birthday, or really anybody who loves hippos. I hope you enjoyed this project, and as always, please click the link below. You can sign up for my email list, and I've got a free download with 6 card layouts, including different variations for beginner, casual, and advanced crafters. So I do hope that you'll check that out. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, I truly appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you soon.